Manuel Locatelli has come under the spotlight for his incredible performances in the Euros for Italy. Arsenal are among the clubs interested in the player and have made a €40 million bid to Sassuolo, as confirmed by their director and their president. And Juventus do also hold an interest in Manuel Locatelli, as is his priority. But in this video, I want to discuss whether we should be going after Manuel Locatelli and bring him to Arsenal to the Premier League. I want to go through his scouting report, what we do know about him. Clear facts is what we deal in, and that's what we'll be discussing today. A lot of hype has been built around Manuel Locatelli, and I do want to address some of that. And I want to look at some of his strengths, I want to look at some of his weaknesses, and will he fit in the Premier League? Will he fit for Arsenal? Because I do have my doubts on this player, so let's discover him properly together. So he does play as a defensive midfielder or as a centre mid. He could probably also play number 10 if you asked him to, because he has got 4 goals and 2 assists in 34 games played in Serie A for Sassuolo. Now, look, he does play for Sassuolo. I think that is pretty decent. You know, our midfielders don't really score a lot of goals. So the fact that he has got 4 goals is pretty decent. The fact he has 2 assists, interesting. He is only 23 years old though, and he is a right-footed player. 186 centimeters tall, if you wanted to know. Just as basic, stats, against all midfielders, he's in the 69th percentile for goals, which is very good, and his penalties are very good apparently as well, according to this. Looking at his shooting, he's quite good at free kicks. He's on a higher percentile for free kicks according to other midfielders. In passing, per 90, he completes 75 passes per 90, attempts 85. So he does try and move the ball around a lot. He does try to keep the game flowing, and he is in 97th percentile for that. So he does do a lot of passes. Now, again, this passes thing we're going to look at a bit later. We're going to look at it now, because the thing is with someone like Granit Xhaka is that they pass sideways, backwards. So let's look at the passes completed, which are long, and they are 10 per game per 90, which is in the 90% plus percentile, and the passes attempted, which are long, around 14, which is 90% percentile. So again, that is something quite good for us, and maybe it could work for us, because someone like Granit Xhaka, who he is going to be coming to replace, he's going to sit next to Thomas Partey. We really do need someone that's just going to get those long balls forward, because Xhaka does play those long balls, but he doesn't get enough time to always play them. It's always like once every few games you hit the 60-yard diag, or try to do that anyway. He doesn't get a lot of assists. Now, again, I'm not a big assist man, but when you're playing in midfield, you need to get assists. You need to play those through balls. And his passes into the final third are rate, which is 98th percentile, which does go to show that either the striker is really bad, even though he isn't. It's Domenico Berardi. He is linked to places like Leicester. So is his passes that good though into the final third? But again, he's a DM. Does he really need to do that? I don't know. His crossing's pretty decent. His progressive passes are in the 98th percentile as well. His pass types, he's more of a live ball passer. He likes to pass under pressure, so he's in the 80th percentile for that. According to other midfielders, he does around 10 passes under pressure as well per 90. So under the Premier League, you're going to be under a lot of pressure, so he could possibly cope with that, in my opinion. Goal and shot creation, as I said, he's not an assist man. He isn't an assist man. Tackles, they're okay, but I think that's a bit of a weakness of his. I'm not, I say that lightly, because he's in the 64th percentile for tackles 1 per 90, which isn't great at all. And that is something, we do need to work on with him, because it's one or two things that Granit Xhaka was good at. He wasn't good at a lot of stuff, but what he was good at tackling quite a bit. And yeah, pressures, he doesn't press a lot. Maybe that's something, we need to work on as well. So the defense side of it, it's really not hitting me with so much hope. Going forward, his passes, those sort of things are very impressive. He gets goals, he goes from midfield, which is what we need. But defensively, because he's a DM, is he all that? But look at his possessions. He does get a lot of touches in the 90th percentiles for all of them, getting 21 in the defensive third, in the midfield third, getting 64 per 90. He carries 67 per 90. So again, in possession, he is very, very comfortable. Michelin stats, again, things like yellow cards. He does seem disciplinary fine. He's not got any red cards in the last year. He doesn't get many yellows. So again, that's a very good thing, because someone like Granit Xhaka, again, who he is going to come to replace, isn't very good in terms of, disciplinary wise, we all know. And he doesn't concede many penalty kicks either. No own goals. Ball recoveries are pretty decent, 9 per 90. Could be better, but again, that's to do with his tackling not being very good. Aerially is not that good either. is Partey though either. It's a very interesting prospect. But looking at all those things combined with Manuel Locatelli, also just to sum it up, defensively he does need improvement, big improvements. Also, going forward, he looks like a pretty sound player. Under possession, under a bit of pressure, he looks like a pretty sound player. And passing, again, very good. I would probably sign him if we had the opportunity. But that defensive side of things needs to improve, because that could really hurt us. And a lot of people aren't seeing this. They're not looking at the stats of this player. Defensive attributes of Locatelli aren't that great, and I think there are better options out there with someone like Yves Bissouma, who's already adapted to the Premier League and could suit us better. But that's just my opinion. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Would you take Manuel Locatelli Arsenal, bearing in mind all the stats I've gone through in this video? Do you think Arteta can improve his defensive abilities? Leave all that in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.